Hey guys, I just had a question about Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Specifically, what exactly was Shadow Freddy supposed to be? To me, he seems to be at least similar to what Shadow Bonnie is, which I'm not going to say his full government name, and from what we can gather off of Special Delivery, which by the way, I'm a little upset that the game has lore relevance because we can't even play it anymore, but Shadow Bonnie seems to appear whenever there's large concentrations of remnant in an area to sort of collect it or be around it or something, at least in the modern continuity. Although I think there has to be some sort of large character difference between Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie, because Shadow Bonnie at least opposes you from collecting remnant. He also seems to be at least trying to help the dead children. After all, he crashes the game in FNAF 2, and he's one of the characters we play as in the good ending minigames for FNAF 3. Shadow Freddy, on the other hand, seems to be openly antagonistic to the animatronics. He just sits and is there in FNAF 2 and FNAF 3, and in the in-between night minigames of FNAF 3, he leads the animatronics to William Afton to have them dismantled. Not to mention that in FNAF World, his quote is, "I will eat your soul," which definitely means something. Of course, there's a couple of possibilities for what Shadow Freddy is meant to be beyond this. He might not actually be connected to Shadow Bonnie as much as that would make sense. It's not an uncommon theory that Shadow Freddy is some sort of projection of Golden Freddy. After all, Golden Freddy seems to be pretty psychically powerful, especially considering that they can seemingly teleport and project images of themselves around the pizzeria. So Golden Freddy creating what is almost a new persona would not really be impossible or even that crazy. But ultimately, whatever Shadow Freddy is meant to be, he doesn't seem to be affected by the backroom of the pizzeria. Sort of like how the soul of Golden Freddy really isn't. Ultimately though, unless some crazy reveal comes out in the near future, which ultimately I don't think is very likely, I doubt we'll ever know. But anyways, let me know what you think, and as always, this is just a theory, a Jack theory.